Hey y'all! Welcome back to the channel where the real tea gets spilled. Today's story is wild, and it's coming straight from the world of music, fame, and secrets that were never supposed to come out. We're talking Chris Brown, Rihanna, Jay-Z, and even Beyonce. Yeah, you heard that right. So let's take it all the way back, because Chris Brown is finally speaking out after years of staying quiet. For a long time, people only knew one side of the story, that he hit Rihanna back in 2009 and his career went downhill from there. But now, Chris is letting people know that there's way more to what happened than anyone ever told us. According to what's been coming out lately, Chris says that night before the Grammys wasn't just some random fight. He claims there were secrets behind the scenes that nobody wanted the world to know, especially people like Jay-Z and Beyonce. Now, here's where it gets messy. Chris says that he didn't just fall from fame because of the fight, but that he was actually pushed out of the industry. And some folks are saying that Jay-Z had a hand in it. Yup, people are talking about how Jay-Z, who's been super powerful in music for years, may have played a part in making sure Chris Brown never bounced back. And it might have had something to do with Beyonce staying on top. But y'all, that's not even the biggest bomb. According to rumors, and yes, these rumors have been flying around from people inside the industry, Rihanna told Chris Brown some deep secrets about Beyonce when they were together. And now that Chris has been blacklisted, cancelled, dragged, and basically silenced for years, he's holding on to that information like a secret weapon. Word is, he's tired of staying quiet and is finally ready to let the world know everything Rihanna told him. But hold on, because that's not all. Some people, like singer Jaguar Wright, have been speaking out too, and her story is even crazier. She claims that the fight between Chris and Rihanna happened because Chris found out that Rihanna was messing around with Jay-Z behind his back. And not only that, Jaguar says that Rihanna gave Chris an STD and that she got it from Jay-Z. Jaguar says Rihanna had been close to Jay-Z ever since she was a young teen and signed to his label. And now, according to her, Chris found out the truth about their secret relationship and the STD the night before the Grammys. Allegedly, he went straight to Clive Davis's house and lost it when he found out what was going on. She claims he stormed in like, "Where is this dirty—" Well, you can imagine the rest. Jaguar didn't hold back. She said that Chris was ruined by all of this at just 19 years old. She said, "This is tall, beautiful Chris Brown, and she ruined him." And to make things worse, everyone was blaming him for everything, while Rihanna got protected by the industry's biggest stars. And y'all, Jaguar even says Rihanna was in that house doing something nasty in the coat closet right before Chris walked in. When he found out, he was done. That's when the fight started. But it didn't end there. Chris and Rihanna left the event, and that's when everything went from bad to worse. They were riding in Chris's Lamborghini, and according to Chris, Rihanna was mad. Like really mad. Chris said that after he called her out in front of everyone at the party, Rihanna started hitting him inside the car. He said she saw something on his phone that made her lose it. He tried explaining, tried to calm her down, but she wouldn't stop. And before he knew it, things got physical between the two of them. He says she kicked him and kept swinging at him while he was trying to drive. Remember, they were on the Pacific Coast Highway. That's not a regular street, y'all. It's super steep and dangerous. And all this was going down while they were speeding. According to Chris, Rihanna was fighting him in the car because she was embarrassed by what he had said at the party, how she gave him an STD and was cheating with Jay-Z. Now, Chris admits he hit her back. He even said in an interview that it shocked himself when he saw what he did. He said he felt awful right away, like, why did I just do that? But by then, it was too late. The damage was done, the photos were everywhere, and the world had already made up its mind about who the villain was. Chris got slammed by the media, he lost sponsorships, radio stations stopped playing his songs, and he was taken off the Grammy lineup. And y'all, while that was happening to him, Rihanna was being protected by some of the biggest names in the business. Then came the court case. Chris got 5 years probation, 6 months of community labour, and a full year of domestic violence counselling. The judge told him point blank, "This is a felony. If you mess up again, you're going to state prison." But here's the thing that nobody really talked about. While all that was happening, rumours were flying behind the scenes. Rumours that this whole thing wasn't just about a fight, it was about covering up some powerful secrets. People in the industry started whispering that Jay-Z had worked hard to change the story, that he used his connections and media power to flip the narrative, so no one would ever ask what really happened that night. And that includes why Chris acted the way he did. And it wasn't just Jaguar Wright saying these things. Talk show queen Wendy Williams also made some shady comments back then. She once said that if you sleep with Rihanna, you better have penicillin ready. Yup, she said that on national TV. Like, whoa! Now keep in mind, Wendy didn't just pull that out of nowhere. That comment added fuel to the fire. People started looking back and asking, was there something more going on with Rihanna behind the scenes? Was she really as innocent as the media made her out to be? And meanwhile, Chris Brown had to carry all the blame. Nobody was asking about what led up to that night or what Rihanna might have done. He was just labelled forever. But baby, let me tell you, that label is something Chris Brown is now ready to rip off. We've already covered the behind-the-scenes drama between Chris Brown and Rihanna, and how Jay-Z might have played a major role in shutting Chris down. But now we're getting into the silent war between Rihanna and Beyonce, and trust me, it's deeper than you think. Let's start with the obvious. Rihanna and Beyonce have never done a song together. Never, not once. Even though they were signed under the same label, had the same team at one point, and even appeared at the same award shows, these two queens made sure to never cross musical paths. And word is, it's not by accident. Insiders say there has always been tension between them. They never threw shade in public, but people behind the scenes have been talking for years. It started when rumors exploded about Rihanna and Jay-Z having an affair while he was already with Beyonce. When fans caught wind of it, things got awkward, fast. Jay-Z's team shut it down, saying the whole thing was just a PR stunt to push Rihanna's career. But folks say Jay-Z started that rumor himself. That backfired badly. Apparently, the rumor didn't just boost Rihanna's name, it also created a permanent wall between her and Queen Bee. Fans noticed it first when Beyonce dropped her song Bow Down. Rumor has it that song was originally written for Rihanna, but Jay gave it to Beyonce instead, and Bey turned it into a warning. Especially that line, "I know when you were little girls, you dreamt of being in my world. Don't forget it. Respect that." Oop! Rihanna didn't stay quiet either. After winning Britain's most influential pop artist award over Beyonce and other huge stars, she posted, "I only know how to be number one. I could use a challenge. How that feel down there on your knees, huh?" Girl, we heard that loud and clear. And don't forget that infamous 2014 elevator fight. When Solange went off on Jay-Z, it wasn't just some random outburst. Rumors say Solange had just found out that Jay was cheating on Beyonce with Rihanna again. That moment set the internet on fire, and fans started connecting all the dots that the industry tried to erase. Fast forward to the Tidal press conference in 2015. You had Madonna, Nicki Minaj, Kanye, and all these huge names on one stage. But guess who couldn't stand next to each other? Yup, Beyonce and Rihanna. Word is, backstage was a war zone. They avoided eye contact, stayed on opposite sides, and refused to even speak to each other. Everything on stage was staged perfectly so their paths would never cross. But here's where it gets even messier. While Rihanna was with Chris Brown, she allegedly told him everything about her feelings toward Beyonce. Every frustration, every shady moment, every story the public never heard. And Chris, he held on to all of it, all these years. Now, people are saying he's about to use all that information in his upcoming autobiography, that he's done protecting people who never protected him. And y'all, it goes even deeper. Some say Rihanna's breakout hit Umbrella wasn't just a love song. It was a hidden message about her relationship with Jay-Z and how it started while he was with Beyonce. That song came out right when rumors were flying. It was supposed to cover up what was really going on. Some fans even say Rihanna lost her V-card to Jay-Z when he visited Barbados to sign her. And here's the wild part. Chris Brown has taken the fall for everything that went wrong in that relationship. People always assumed he was the cheater, the one causing all the problems. But behind the scenes, sources say every fight they had was really about Rihanna cheating on him, not the other way around. And now that the truth is starting to leak out, fans are wondering, what else has Chris been keeping quiet about? Because if even half of this is true, then the story we thought we knew is only the surface of something much bigger. So the question is, what happens when Chris finally stops protecting everyone and tells everything? Stay tuned, subscribe, share, and like, because the next part might just shake the whole industry.